I. Celebrate yourself for joining today. Celebrate yourself for joining today. If you're so excited, let me say in the comment section, my liberation is here. My liberation has come. We have emphasized the importance of saying these things over and again, regardless of what thing you're going through, regardless of the things you're trying to work on and balance, regardless of the checks and balances. Saying these things over and again brings to you the promise and of the hope that your liberation is here. Somebody say, my liberation is here. My liberation is here. Your liberation is embedded in the word we'll be talking about, in the words that we'll be sharing. Your liberation is embedded in the little chain that we've tried to build, all right? Your liberation is here. Your liberation is. Let me see the energy. The energy is very, 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 very important. My liberation has come. My liberation has come. The other day, I saw Favor engaging you about what really liberation is all about. And some of you said liberation from sickness. And let me tell you that this is a spiritual setting. So whereas you are trying to get you liberated from things and shackles that have held you down, self-limitations, self-sabotage, low self-esteem, things that has to do with your personal finance, things that have to do with you actually going viral, it is very, very important for you that liberation is a big word that can embody a lot of babies. All right, are you with me? And when we talk about liberation, you can literally be liberated from the shackles of things that held you or hold you down in sickness. So yes, this is me telling you that if you do not believe it, I can let you know for free that you can be liberated from sickness. All right, you can be liberated from sickness, because sometimes sickness can be as a result of knowledge or ignorance on a subject matter. All right. So by the time we say these words, and by the time these words come out of my mouth, and you get the insight and you pick it down, If you're excited for today, let me see it in the chat box. Hello, is someone with me? Are you there? I am really super excited. You have to be excited. Expectations bat results. If your expectation is not like this, the result you'll be getting will be like this. But when you raise your expectations like this and you put your implementation on it, you start bringing the bar of your results to come at par and your reality to be at par with your expectations. So always learn to expand your expectations, increase your expectations. You can never go wrong. You can never go wrong. There's nothing bad with extending and expanding your expectations budget. All right. So how are you doing today? Where are you signing in from? Let us quickly do a few introductions. Let me know what your name is, what you do, and which region of the world you're signing in from today. It is afternoon here in Lagos, Nigeria, and my name is Denu Bon. With me on the call is Clinton, is in the backstage, and is going to be joining us today the the session during the question and answers and going to be sharing his own unique insights. Where are you joining from? I'm Denu from Lagos, Nigeria. Denu born. Victor, a freelancer from Nigeria. Hello. I thought Favor had showed you guys how to introduce yourself. The reason I said I'm Denu Born, okay, let me lead the way. Hi, I'm Denu Born. I'm a book publisher and then a personal finance advisor. From I'm also the founder of Goloko Diaries and the founder of Denu's Money Cycle and the host of Liberation Conference, yeah, from Lagos, Nigeria. With me on the call is Clinton Okhai, and is the founder of Kai Ascension. And what it does there is a marketing agency that helps freelancers position themselves well to charge high prices and then close those deals. And then he's also the co-host of Liberation Conference here from Lagos, Nigeria. So now go ahead and introduce yourself. Who are you? What is your name? Where are you joining us from? Quickly. Let's do that. There are 36 people currently from the live stream I'm getting here. Where are you joining us from? I'm Haisha, an executive assistant joining in from Lagos, Nigeria. Beautiful. I'm Paul, a content writer from Badagry, Lagos, Nigeria. Beautiful. Can we have more people join us? Can we have more people tell us where they're joining from? Poland, Rebecca Abayomi, a creative graphic designer joining from Poland. That is beautiful. Beckham Graphics. Well done. That's a great one right there. There are people joined from all over, Toluwala Sheola Doku. I'm a software engineer from Ibadan, Nigeria. Beautiful. Where again. Who else is with us on the call? Someone Favor shared us information about someone who joined from the United Arab Emirates, and she was like, she's not able to catch up on. I think her name is Faiza. She said she's not always able to catch up on the sessions while they are live. So she goes back and then watch the recordings and the replays, and she get to eventually join us. She get to eventually join us and then do the daily assignment. And I think that is someone who is intentional there. People are joined from all over: Germany, Poland, England, the United States, the United Arab Emirates. So if you're on this call, you should feel privileged. Someone is joining in from Ghana. Beautiful. I see people from Lagos, from Ile-Ife, from Edo State, Abuja. Wow, this is long. I can see your screen. Let me see that. The Liberation Conference Day 3 is about to go down. Am I permitted to drink? My name is sufficient. Wow. Your name sounded so sufficient. That is beautiful. So well done, everyone. I see Bola Tito also from Osun State, Nigeria. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Elizabeth Bankefa, wow, joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Also, CAC registration experts, wonderful. So, you know what I just did right there? Some of you, you can see the names of the people who are joining. You can go check their information on LinkedIn and then get connected to them. These are people you should get connected with. I patronize these people. These are the people you should patronize because you both attended the Liberation Conference together. These are the worthy people you should network with and utilize their services. All right. So you need someone to help you with baking services. You can see Ola Bosipo there. That is Olusonya. Reach out to the person. You need a virtual assistant. There is someone joining me from Kenya, Lydia. Join her, reach out to her, check her out on LinkedIn, reach out to her, and then utilize the services. This is how you connect to people. This is how you build wonderful connections. In day 6-7, we'll be talking about how to build and sustainable professional relationships. This is the foundation. This is how you get started. All right. So somebody say in the chat box, my liberation has come, because it's about to really go down. It's about to go down. You see what we're about to talk about? Becoming a viral authority. Becoming a viral authority. Woo! Somebody say woo! Woo! Let me see in the comment section. Woo! Becoming a viral authority. The other day when we were talking about money, we started with saying that I am the Lord of money. Today, what do we talk? What's the life and what is the affirmation for today? The affirmation for today will be like, I am a viral authority. Somebody say that. I am a viral authority. Somebody say that in the comment section. I am a viral authority. I am a viral what? I am a viral authority. Woo! Let me see the screams in the comment section. You need to be excited about it. From affirmations, you first believe in your heart. We'll talk about the belief right here. I'm going to break your belief systems. Those belief systems that have made you feel like, oh, you need to be this, you need to be that. I'm going to share wonderful stories that are going to enforce and make you see how you are actually a viral authority, how you've been doing so great, and how you can, and then you get the belief done. Then from the belief, you bring it to your mouth. From your mouth, you then begin to take actions and begin to see it in your reality. And before you know it, you're getting the result of being a viral authority. Say, I am a viral authority. Beautiful. I can see that Christina is very, very intentional writer. She said, I'm a viral authority in the writing industry. That is what we're talking about. You're in the field of medicine. You say, I'm a viral authority in the field of medicine. Just like, we have examples in Ben Carson. We have examples in, people who have done great things, trailblazing things in their industry. Say, I'm a viral authority in your niche. What is your niche? Which niche are you? Even if it is fashion design in the of janitry, I'm a viral authority in that particular niche, because every one of us. Okay, okay, good, 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 good. Okay, so we can we can get started. We can get started. That's beautiful. So today we are talking about becoming a viral authority. This module is going to we're talking about becoming a viral authority, and really, as you can see on my screen, I want to walk you through number one. We'll be talking about how everyone is an authority in something. There are little, what's the word here? There are little design errors or design oversights. Actually, what is supposed to be on the screen is everyone is an authority in something, understanding influence and area networks. That's the first thing we are dissecting this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are in the world, whatever the time of the day is. The next thing we're also going to be dissecting is establishing yourself as an authority figure, from refining your purpose to effective positioning using LinkedIn as a tool. If you are with your jotting materials, please let me know in the comment section that yes, I am with my jotting materials. Make a big on stage.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon to you all. Evening, evening to those that are in places like Pakistan, Dubai, India, those of us in America, those of us in Africa, good afternoon. Now, we're about to start, and I want you guys to jot down everything, master file of faith. But we all know them, like, they've been doing this for years longer. When you say some secrets that you have never heard before, right? Secrets that you have not heard. Okay? They say they cannot hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yeah, so he's going to tell you secrets that you do not know yet, right? That no one on LinkedIn has ever said, right? Foundational secrets. So do not worry. I just want you guys to get ready to get your jotting materials, please, and write down everything that he says. But these are the things that are going to be the foundation to you becoming authorities in your niche, right? We are not here to teach you how to be influencers. No, this is not a class for people that want to be influencers. If you just want to be an influencer, then well, I don't know what to say about that. But we are here to teach you how to be a thought leader, right? How to be an authority in your chosen niche, in your chosen industry, right? So please buckle up. We're about to move. The train is about to move. If you are ready, please type in the chat box. I am ready. Okay, so let's go.
As he was talking, I was just like, choo choo, choo choo. Someone said choo choo. So that is. Thank you so much, brother, for that. So we'll be going backstage now. Then we'll join us shortly. In 30 minutes, I should be able to be done, and we go to questions and answers. Right. So beautiful. I can see the energy in the comment section. Beautiful. So number one, the first thing I want to talk about is this statement. Write it down in your jotters. I am an authority. I am an authority. Write it down in your jotter comment section that I am an authority. I don't know if I should share this right now. I'm thinking it should be for building sustainable relationships instead. But ever since I started the journey of being known and people knowing me from from about book writing and book publishing to people knowing me for personal finance and the likes of it. People had come to my DM and they were like, "Oh, hello, Denu. I want to be like you. I want to be like you. I want to do this like you, that and that." A lot of those things. And I'm like, "You want to be like me?" In fact, I had to tell someone recently, I had to tell her that, see, you cannot be like me. You can only be like the best version of yourself. And that is the foundational truth. So there was a guy that came to my office when I'm this is my home office that I'm shooting from, but when I'm talking about my office, I mean my office actually. And he was like, he sees what I do, he sees the big things myself, and then he named my then he named and mentioned my friends, and he mentioned my friends, and I was like, awesome, beautiful stuff. You want to be like what we do, you want to do like the things, you want to do the stuff like we do, establishing yourself as an authority figure. Yes, You want to do the stuff that we do. I say it's awesome. It's wonderful. Then he kept pressing, and then it was obvious that I think what this guy wanted was that he wanted to become my friend as a person, and then he wanted to be in the cycle of myself and my network of people. And I was like, well, I think I get you really, but you know what I'm going to do for you? I said, the people you're looking to connect with, the people, and this thing is something you're going to learn in detail in day six. In day six, we are going to dissect it expressively. But the people you are looking to connect with, they're also looking to connect with you. Just that you've not built up substantial value or recognizable value enough for them to have you on their table. The stuff hits the guy, and then it was like, wow, that he had never seen it that way. Then he now went ahead to ask me of how do I build substantial value, recognizable value. And I was like, okay, the little people around you, number one, yes, I understand. It is very, very important to have high expectations, to have those dreams. You want to be so visible that Elon Musk is the person you're now engaging with, big men stuff. But you know what? When you have these big dreams, the first thing that your big dreams can do for you is to help you connect your present reality with and map out a more like a way you can get to those dreams. And this is what I'm trying to say. The first thing about your dreams is being able to recognize where you are right now, recognize the little stuffs you've done, and then getting yourself acquainted with intentionality, passion, and then with progress, and then moving on to actually building whatever thing you're building. So what I practically sent the boy to do was that, please go back to that your environment, that you feel like your environment is your limitations and the likes of it. Your environment is your limitations. Well, that is what they made you to believe. Go back to that environment and then become someone that is someone of influence over there. And then by the time you do that, and then when you now master the things we'll be sharing in this viral authority principle, some of the things we'll be sharing tomorrow, and all the other things we are sharing in the chain of events that we have for you, you now begin to attract the high value people. You begin to generate visibility for the real thing you are. A lot of people are viral, they are visible, but it is their visibility is not tangible. You don't want to be like that person. And how do you get a visibility that is tangible? The first thing is the realization that you are actually, as an individual, the reason you were made into this world is because there was excellence that was bettered in you, or there was excellence that was imputed into you. And this is not motivation. This is me making you realize that you were made for something, really. You were made for something. And let me let you know that of one of the foundations of being a high value person is, first of all, recognizing what you do, who you are. Everybody is an authority in something. Understanding influence and area network. So now let me bring it down. Let's start with what we have on our table. So how many of you went to high school? If you went to high school or secondary school, depending, those that are in Nigeria, they call it secondary school. Those that are out of Nigeria, they call it high school. If you went to high school or middle school, or secondary school, let me see it in the chat box that yes, I went to high school, I went to college, I went to secondary school. Let me see it in the comment box, please. you know in high school, we were taught something in computer science. We were taught about what a computer is, and we're taught about the World Wide Web. Then we're taught about networks. Cool. So we're taught about area networks. If you know something about area networks in computer science, in computer studies, please let me see it in the chat box. You've heard of personal area network. It is called PAN, personal area networks. We've heard of local area networks. It is called LAN, local area networks. Then we add something of wide area networks. Wide area networks. Then I think there is WLAN. I'm not so sure, but there are about four of them or five area networks. Do you remember things like this, like personal area networks, local area networks, and the likes of it? When we're being taught WWW in computer studies back in secondary school, primary school days. If you remember, let me see it in the comment section. So back then, it was recently of recent vintage that I realized that what they were teaching us back then is something that is really, really Banjo knows about it. Banjo knows about it. So it was now that I realized that those things they taught us back then, were things that are actually foundational to our general lives. There's an individual, you as an individual, metropolitan area network. Yes, that's like the largest, it's something that is covering a whole city. Beautiful. So you as an individual, you actually have an area with which you have an influence in. That is just the truth. And when you realize that, it makes you see that you're actually doing something. But fiona Fiona said she wasn't taught that. I think you guys in your country, you do a lot of what's the word now, not even chemistry, you do a lot of um streamlining. They become niche down even since they were young, something like that. Beautiful. So everyone is actually an authority in something, but your area network sometimes make sometimes, or the area network you have. So sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. The How large the area network you have sometimes is what you need to now consider. So for the guy that came to me, you know he's a writer. It is that people around him, probably he has a local area network. He's like a local champion, and that is what some people call it, a local champion. But people actually know him, and he's good at what he does. I don't understand the question Samson is asking. He's good at what he does. All right, he's good at what he does in his field. And just like you are someone that probably, I've been using the fashion designing person. So let me use way again. Okay, let me use a shoemaker or a cobbler. And the person around this community, the person has been making a lot of people have their wares, their shoe wares. And then everybody that is in his community, when I'm saying community, I'm talking about local community now. They have this confidence when they are going to work, because Abubakar, the shoe cobbler, that both makes their shoes, and and also repairs their shoes, is so intentional about it. Does it well and does it beautifully. And this is what we're talking about. And in his local area there, everybody knows him to be so like a good salesman. Not even a good salesman, a good skills man. And he's known for what he does. Then all of a sudden, he traveled, and then he saw that someone is doing it at a larger scale. And this is what happens really. He saw that someone is doing it at a larger scale. Maybe Abubakar is from Jos, is from the city of Jos. Jos South, and is known in Jos South. All of Jos South is more like the everybody going to work. They are so happy that he does their shoes for them. Then he comes to Lagos State and he realized that someone is actually doing not necessarily better than him, but someone is commanding the same thing that he does on a bigger scale. This person has a network that is greater than his own. Then the first thing that happens to Abubakar, which is definitely what happens to a lot of you, I want you to put your mind to this thing I'm saying, is that he first questions himself that, am I really doing anything at all? For once he feels so invaluable because he's in a network that nobody recognizes what he's been doing all this while. And most times, Abubakar a lot of Abubakars now feel like, oh, they are not doing something valuable enough, or they are not doing something that is worthwhile enough to be seen out there. And for once, they become shameful of what they are doing, and they've forgotten that they are actually a command and influence in their region, no matter how small. The first step to becoming a viral authority is to understand or profile yourself practically. Is to ask yourself questions and find the value that you actually stand for. Then this is how the process go. Number one, who am I? That's the first step to becoming a viral authority. Before we talk about how to utilize LinkedIn, how to establish or the reason you need to even be on LinkedIn, we first need to deal with who are you? Who am I? Who am I? It start with your name. I am Denu Born. I am Clinton Ohai. I am Abigail Chinanza. The next question will be, what do you do? You want to come up with a profile of yourself. What do you do? What have you done? The things that you have done, who did you do them for? Okay, some of you are saying, I am a student. You've not necessarily done something, but wait, still calm down, breathe, and look into yourself. What have I done even as a student, or what am I doing as a student? I remember I was in secondary school. I was a student. I sold bangers for the holidays. Christmas was around the corner. I sold bangers. I sold, is it bangers they call them? I sold crackers. All these things that go off. I've even forgotten because I've been so detached from them. I sold those things even as a student in school, a pupil in school, a student in school in my SS2. I did contribution. I called my guys together. We made contributions. We saved towards the purpose, and I managed the system. I had my own. I had my own character flaws, and I learned my lessons. There were some mismanagement, but that happened. Fireworks, yes, knockout. That happened. What have you done? This is why we said yesterday, retrospection. The first step to becoming a viral authority is to first of all recognize who you are, what you have done, what you currently do, and what you can do. Then you now progress to say, who do you do it for? Who do you do it for is now, it will now bring you and present you the network area you have influence in, the area network you have influence in. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying, please let me say in the chat box that my liberation is calm. This is very, very Can you please go? This is very, very important for you to. I'm sorry, please. My light went off, so I had to bring it back on. Beautiful. This is very, very important for you to understand, to be able to begin to walk in the realities of being a viral author or being a viral authority. You need to first of all recognize what you've been commanding in this little time frame. All right. Was someone sorted there? Then for me now, so now let's talk about the PANLANWAN. It's just that what it entirely means is that, okay, there are some people that, because of the ability to have recognized this, they were able to build for themselves a wide area network. Some people went ahead, they built a metropolitan area network. They built an influence over thousands of people. They built an influence over millions of people. Some people built an influence over hundreds of people. But you, probably, you have an influence over a personal area network. It might be within your family. You speak and they listen. You speak and they listen. You do things and people say, yes, it was sardonics that did it. That is sardonics work. And though it might be just 10 people that do that recognize your work when they see it, but the thing is 10 people recognize it. That's a personal area network. All right, that is a network there. That is a network there. So the thing is that when you first of all realize what you've been controlling, the influence you control, and what you control the influence, you can now begin to map out strategies on how to establish yourself more, maybe in that niche, if you decide to dwell on that particular field or on that particular thing that a lot of people, a number of people know you for, and to practically like increase the visibility around that thing. But now, one thing I like to tell people is that your visibility would rub off on your personality. So yes, some people, and again, yes, whereas you want to become a viral authority, you want to become someone that is known. Okay, there are two things in my head. How do I present them? Because something just came into my head as I was about saying that. Okay, let me first say this one. You know, you want to present yourself as a viral authority. You want to make a lot of people recognize the impact of what you've been doing. You still need to understand that you'll be taking this visibility in four levels. You have a personal area network. You have the people who are close to you, closest to you. Have like an inner cycle. All right. Then some of you who eventually go, you will eventually have something that is within a community. A community can be a local community or an online local community, a local area network. Then you have something that is extended, wide area network. I think that is where I am. A few thousands of people recognize the impact you've been putting on the table, bringing to the table. That's what we're talking about, wide area network. Then we have what is called like metropolitan area network. That metropolitan area network is something more extensive. It's more like a network over millions of people. You still have that. Sorry, an influence over millions of people, or the fact that, oh, millions of people have seen what you do or know you for what you do and the likes of it. However, the second thing that dropped into my mind as I was saying that, some people go way up to build. Some people are visible. Some people are very, very viral, but they are not visible to the people who are relevant to them. They are not visible to the people who, yeah, they are not visible to the relevant. They are not visible to the relevant people. They are not visible to the people that are important to them. Some people are visible. Sorry, they are visible. So, okay, how will I put it? Some people do not have the visibility in the numbers, but within that, they are small, maybe local personal area network. They are moving numbers. They are moving numbers. And when I'm saying numbers, they are moving personal financial numbers. Change. They are moving personal financial numbers. And I'm saying this from experience because I know what it means. And this is why you need to first of all understand why, or why exactly you need virality, or why, or what exactly you should be chasing after. You should not necessarily be chasing after the numbers. And that was why I like what Clinton said. Clinton said, we are not coming to show you how to be influential. We are not coming to show you how to build influence in numbers. We are coming to show you how to build influence of visibility that is directly proportional to your bank account. Are you with me? Is somebody with me? Beautiful. So the next thing is, okay, Before I proceed, I want to be sure that you understand. If you believe from what everything I've said now, if you've gotten that clarity that you are actually someone that is an authority figure in a particular field via this, via the understanding of the influence and area networks I just shared, let me see in the chat box that I am an authority. I am an authority. Beautiful. I can see that. Yes, yes. Being visible to your target audience as an authority. I am an authority. Let me see that. Let me see that. I am an authority. I'm an authority figure. I'm an authority figure. Let me see that. You can even add an extension and let me know what exactly you're an authority figure in. I hope you're jotting. I hope you're jotting. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I give you guys a round of applause. So now the next thing is establishing yourself as an authority figure, from refining your purpose to effective positioning on LinkedIn as a tool. Elizabeth Bankefa, I quite still know who Elizabeth Bankefa is. I want to utilize what she does as an example. So she's into baking, and I think we met about 2, 3, 4 years ago, and she has this influence in a particular community. Now she wants to now come on. Let's use LinkedIn as an example. So she's coming on LinkedIn, but in terms of profile, she has a backlog of things she has done within her local community, within her initial area network. She has that still coming in for her. But this time around, she now wants to establish herself. She wants to just, or she's coming on LinkedIn. Why is she coming on LinkedIn? Let me first of all say this. The reason she's coming on LinkedIn is to shed light or let the global space see what she's doing within our local area network. Are you with me? Okay, you didn't get that. The reason you're on social media is not because you're not doing something. It's not because you're trying to get something done. The reason you're on social media is because you want an extended visibility on the impact you've been curating within your area network. And your area network can be something that is a personal area network. Probably you've just been doing that service for your friends and your family. All right. But this time around, you want to bring the highs of the global audience to see what you're doing. So you are feeding something that you're working on. And this is also a word, or a word of wisdom for someone out there. So yes, you're coming on LinkedIn, and then probably you're a baker, and you're trying to get gigs. You're trying to get people to engage your service, your catering services, and you are just every day trying to post back to back. Yes, posting is very, very good, but you want to go beyond just posting. You want to keep being a baker. You want to keep being a caterer. You've been catering for people before, your immediate family, and then it was because of your exceptional delivery that you were like, oh, let me take this on a larger scale. I can earn money for as a result of this. And you're now coming online, whether on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on WhatsApp, for example, anywhere, any social media, and then what you're doing, don't stop what you've been doing, even though maybe for an extension of it, it looks like it is free. Keep doing what you're doing. Let the processes continue to go on. You don't stop processes to get something from something. It is even the processes that you're having that feed the online audience and that feed the global audience, and they feel like, oh, that person is actually doing something. Yesterday while we were on this call, I got a notification via email that, oh, I was nominated. I don't know who nominated me, but I think I saw the name, and then I think, it's someone that it's someone that probably has seen the impact of what I've been doing. I was nominated to be top 100 West African something something young change makers and the likes of it. And I've been getting a lot of nominations like that, and some of them I've just told them thank you. I really appreciate. I celebrate all of these recognitions and nominations. But the point is, I'm getting all of that, but the processes have to continue going on. I am not online, yes, and that brings us to, how many of you read the basics of LinkedIn? How many of you read the basics of LinkedIn that I wrote for newbies? In the basics of LinkedIn for newbies, it says something. It said something. I am not on LinkedIn to sorry how did we divine how was LinkedIn divided in that book? He said I can't really remember how I positioned LinkedIn, but I remember I said something around that. I'm not I read it back to back. Can you remind me how that quote about LinkedIn that I wrote? That quote about LinkedIn, I can't remember it right now. I'm trying to remember. Thank you so much, those that are congratulating me, and those that are not congratulating me. I can feel your jealousy. It is so high. It is so high. Your jealousy is intriguing. You cannot type congratulations. You cannot type congratulations. And you want me to teach you how to become a viral authority. Don't worry. We'll get you there. We'll get you there. The jealous people should type congratulations right now. That's just a joke, but it is helping someone. I think on that call, I wrote there that, you know, or maybe, I don't know if that's what I wrote, but I wrote there that I'm not on LinkedIn to maybe make $1 million, but I can't believe, I don't know why I'm not remembering right now. I don't know why I'm not remembering right now. Hey, follow, thank you so much for the wish. Let me try to get the so that I can quote. I don't like quoting things that are not right. So let me try to open it on my screen here and quickly quote it for you guys. It's very, very important in our conversation. I read it twice. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Wishing me congratulations. That is what we want to get for you. We want to get you so that people, as a result of the impact you are doing within your network, people are now recognizing you for that impact. It is that impact you are doing that people recognize you for that gets you some of these things. And then it now potentially gets you returns in terms of cash, in terms of people paying for your services, in terms of being positioned for even more deals and the likes of it. But when you're on LinkedIn and that is the only thing you're focusing on, you are not on LinkedIn to build LinkedIn. Yes, that is just it. You are not on LinkedIn to build LinkedIn, but definitely you are building LinkedIn along the way. What you are necessarily building as someone that is an authority in something already, and we've established how you are an authority in something. What you are necessarily building on LinkedIn is the visibility around the impact. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Murit Alabelo. LinkedIn is a beer parlor gathering where professionals come together after the day's work to collaborate and increase their economic opportunities. I love that definition. Somebody help me give a round of applause to Murit Alabelo. I'm highlighting this definition on my screen. This is a very wonderful definition. You see it? LinkedIn is a beer parlor gathering, a pepper soup joint where professionals come together after the day's work. So the point is, if you are not having work, if work is not being done by you, we are not able to talk about collaboration and increasing your economic opportunities. So I was talking about someone that is a caterer, but your influence network or your area network is just your family members. You have been catering for them. You've been catering for them. So you come on LinkedIn and you're trying to build an authority. You're trying to build yourself as a thought leader, as an authority figure on LinkedIn. How do you do it? Do you stop being a caterer for your area network that you have an influence over. No, you continue the processes. The process has to keep going on. You are always, then you snap yourself. You have beautiful images of you going through your processes, and you're like, oh, this was me, doing this particular delicacy for so, and this was how we came out. And you shared this with the world. That way, you are shedding light on the little things you are doing within your area network. And this is how you become a viral authority. To become a viral authority in a field, it is something that is an extension of process that shows that something is actually going on. So if there is nothing going on, we need to get you something going on. But really, okay, let me now share this story. Favor was supposed to share this story for to you. I joined LinkedIn as a 500 level student in my final year in architecture school. And the practical thing, yes, I was already building the skill of book publishing because I've always wanted to be a book publisher, and I wanted to always publish a book since I was very, very small. I think the first memory I have of writing a book was when I was 8 years old. I have a pretty fast education, so you can please argue with your keyboard. I was 8 years old in Premier 5, or in grade, I think that should be grade 6 or something. I was 8 years old in that level, and I was already I'd written my first book practically. That was the earliest memory I have, and it has always been my desire. So eventually, I joined LinkedIn when uh, I joined LinkedIn in my 500 level in architecture school. And what was I going to be posting on LinkedIn? So sorry, we went out of power. So my Clinton and my other friend Williams had to go get four to power the gen. So I went out, I joined LinkedIn, and then the only thing, practical thing, I already had the book publishing skill, right? But the major thing that was going on in my life my was the fact that I was a student of architecture in school. That was what I was doing. That was me, right? That was me. And in terms of profile, I have done a lot of projects up to the point of being in 500 level. We did 100 level project, we did 200 level project, 300 level, 400 level, and I had that is like my profile right there. Aside the backlog of experiences I had as a book publisher. Then I brought it to the whole wide world. In fact, the things I was putting up on LinkedIn was the fact that I was putting up that, oh, I just finished from a quote and from a lecture on the law of architecture, or the architecture law. I was sharing those things. Those were the things I was sharing. An authority in something that is going on, in something that I am doing, in something that I am doing. All right. An authority in something that matters to me. And that is how it is. So, yes, what I just shared is just a liberation for someone that is still a student, and the person is feeling like, oh, microbiology that I'm studying, is that something tangible for me to? That is not, it doesn't look like something I can put out there. I'm telling you, there's a friend of mine right now that is in Kigali, Rwanda, and while she was a student in school, she was just volunteering for opportunities and got into the high sec. Currently, she's the head of marketing. I don't know if she's on this call. She's the head of marketing for high sec in Rwanda. And she was just posting the fact that on LinkedIn, she was posting the fact that this is the little thing that she was doing, or she does as an individual, the little management processes she's having, whereas she's getting busy offline. She's intentional daily about her life offline. All right. And then online, she just projects the offline stuff, the little stuff. Some of you have felt it was little. She come online and put it that, oh, this is what I did today, and then this was the lesson I learned today, or this was what I was able to do today. This was the challenge I had today, and then she shares it on LinkedIn. And she was building an influence, and an influence revolving around something that matters to her. And then she was getting, because the way the algorithm is designed is that when you consistently talk over a subject matter, the people that are relevant in those, their what's it called, there are bots, and there are metadata involved. So those metadata, the metadata of other people that are relevant in that industry, or that you need to be shown to, you become visible to this set of people. And she got the visibility. Before you know it, she's in Rwanda, head of marketing. And this is what we're talking about. The point is, before you are able to establish yourself as an authority figure, you need to have your processes going on offline. So as a writer, you're a writer, you keep it. I saw someone, I think, Elena, she came to my DM today. Elena is from, if I'm not mistaken, Cameroon. Elena is from Cameroon, and she came to my DM today. She said she made a post about me. I think we upped on a video call some time ago, that maybe 2 years ago, and then I told her. She said she wants to write, she wants to learn how to write and the likes of it. I said, okay, what makes a writer is the fact that the person is writing. So if, as someone that is looking to be a viral authority, someone that is looking to be, visible to a lot of people on a subject matter, and then you are not involved in the processes that justifies your niche, I'm not sure you can get that done. You are a musician. A musician is justified by the fact that the musician is singing. You have to sing to be a musician. And if you want to establish yourself as an authority in the field of music, you have to share what your music is doing, or what music you're singing. I don't know if you're copying me. Are you with me, somebody? Wow. Okay, so in terms of, let's just double down. We have stayed long on everyone is an authority and establishing yourself as an authority figure. But if you feel liberated, if you feel it, you are liberated. Let me see it in the chat box that my liberation has come. 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 Somebody say that. I think I lost my followers. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let it keep coming. Keep them coming. Keep it coming. My liberation has come. So now, to now establish yourself as an authority figure, the first thing is to keep doing what you've been doing before now. That is it. That is the truth. Keep doing what you've been doing before now, and intensify your offline engagement. You're a writer. Intensify writing. Start writing for more stuff. Get yourself to write. Make sure you are writing daily. You are a fashion designer. Make sure you are fashion designing daily. All right, get it done daily. You are a book publisher like myself. Get yourself stuck in book publishing. Get yourself immersed in book publishing daily. Then now, and this is why you don't want to miss day 4. Well, day 4, okay, and day 5, because day 5 we'll now be talking about how we can, because it is one thing to continue the processes, as a forex trader. If okay, this is a liberation for a forex trader. You are a forex trader, make sure you are trading daily. All right, make sure you are trading every single day. The processes has to be going on. The processes have to be going on, rather. All right, you must not stop. You must continue to do what you feel you want to build an authority in. You must continue to do it every single day. You wake up, you are thinking about it, you are reading up articles about it, you are getting yourself engaged with industry leaders, even offline. I'm not even talking about necessarily, in terms of posting online. Wait, the foundation is you getting rooted in that thing you want to become an authority in. All right, get yourself rooted in it, be immersed in it, so that by the time you appear, they know that no, this person is the definition, is the personalization of this thing. I was, because nowadays, and in truth, sorry, please permit me, am I permitted to drink my drink? God bless you. I had to use drugs yesterday. After yesterday's talk, I was so tired. I slept for like 9 hours. Nowadays, I was discussing with a friend who took me out to take a very very good food, a very big man food. And I was discussing with him because I mean, when you bless the prophet that way, the prophet gives you the prophet gift. So I was giving him some insight on how he should go about his life, and I was telling, and people that were just that also came to big men that also came to eat the food I went to eat, were like, they looked at me, they know, they definitely, I look young, and I'm not so old. They were like, I actually know what I'm saying. It is because I've been immersed in this field that when I talk, when I'm woken up, I can be sleeping drunk 12 midnight, drunk in fact, use drugs on me, but wake me up, give me the mic, let me talk about book publishing, let me talk about personal finance. I'm talking about it as if I was born in it. And that is how it should be. You cannot be an authority in something if you are not rooted deep in it. But it is fine if you feel you are not rooted deep in something right now. You can be rooted in it by doing what? Every single day you wake up, you engage yourself with it. Let's see, don't be shy of the processes. Don't be shy of the processes. If I throw you back to when I started in book publishing, when I started talking about viral authority, I started from my daddy's bedroom. Sorry, yes, my room in my daddy's house. And even the room was not, I wrote it on the wall. Don't worry, I'll get favor to share you the pictures of how I started 3 years ago, 2021 December, how it was like for me. And I have stayed in it, and even till today, I'm still the viral author. And it is not about saying, oh, you come around and every single day that's what you're talking about. No, it is far from that. The point is your processes have to keep going on. You can't exert authority in something that you are not engaging time to time and time and again. All right. So when you now come on LinkedIn and then you've established yourself, not because establishing is an ongoing process. It's not something I'm still establishing myself daily as an authority. And will I let you know for free that what I'm sharing with you, I shared it with the Forbes team. I was recently on an interview with them. It was a private interview. I shared it with them, and they were like, I am the kind of person they are looking for. And I saw you actually publishing one of my works. And this little things, this is what I'm sharing with you. And that is why you have to hold on to them and build with them. So when you have been able to figure these things out, that number one, you're a person of value, regardless of what is happening online. You're coming online, you are not tossed to and fro by people that are saying affiliate marketing is the new game. Affiliate, no, you are settled. We shared yesterday how you can engage affiliate marketing as a side. But in terms of your core is what you need to build viral authority in. But when you now have that viral authority, or as you are building the viral authority in your core, on the side, you can be transacting. You can be transacting on the side, and then have, money coming in for you that is not even as a result of your core. But it should not shake your core. That's just the point I'm trying to make. All right. It should not shake your core. And processes have to keep going on. I have books that we have on our pipeline in Goloko Diaries. Then within DMC, we still have projects that on our hand and on our hands and on our decks that we want to do. Don't be shy about it. Be shameless, all right? So when you now come on LinkedIn, we are talking about how you position on LinkedIn. I've shared that a lot in the basics of LinkedIn book, but these are the things that are very, very important. Have a good profile picture, smile like Denu, smile. Go get yourself a good portrait picture and smile. Do you like my smile? Do you like my smile? So have a good profile picture that you're smiling. Put your headline there. You know, the reason you're on LinkedIn is because you want to shed more light on what you are doing within your current network, so that you have and you increase your economic opportunity. I love that definition by Morita Labelo. All right. Then you come on LinkedIn, you make a post. You are posting from the place of not trying to just get a gig. You are posting from the place of peace. All right. Oh, today, I was speaking to someone and the person, blah, 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 blah. Before you know it, you've talked about it. There was a post I made recently. I was working on a project. I was to go to Abuja, and I was working on a project. And I just made a video. That day, I was not even necessarily happy. I was just so tired and fatigued. My hair was so full. And I just made the video. It was even one of my best friends that videoed me, and I was like, okay, so I have this project. I'm coming to Abuja. If you're interested in coming, find the link somewhere, blah blah blah. And then I even posted the video like that. I posted the video with not even a nice caption. I just said, oh, just talks about this project that I have in Abuja. And someone came to my DM. Before you know it, the person sent me money. That's what we are. My economic opportunity was increased. That is what we are talking about. You are not on LinkedIn because you are building LinkedIn. You are not on Instagram because it is Instagram you are building. These are tools for you that can get you and increase your economic opportunity. Go online today, search for Denu born. You will see there's just a lot. It's beyond LinkedIn. And this is these things that I've shared with you. Number one, I am, and every day I recognize the fact that this is what I have, this is what I'm doing, it is something that goes on every day. So now, how do you spell authority without author? And this is where a lot of people make a mistake of it. And that is why we designed this liberation conference to walk you through the actual process to get these things done. But it is just so much that we can talk on this call. The real work is done when there is implementation. And that is why I'm inviting you once again. Some people have even been trying to make payments. A number of people have been trying to make payments. We are taking 100 people for the liberation implementation because I want to personally hold your hand to build relevant visibility in your niche, in your space, to walk you through the process. I'm going to lead you to, some people have been trying to make payment and they were not able to get in. So if that is why you have Favor, if you are struggling with the links that we put out, please reach out to Favor. Favor is going to respond to you in at most 48 hours because she gets a lot of messages in at most 48 hours. So a wonderful offer. This is it. So join implementation. It is just a little thing we can share on this live. If you are not able to join implementation now, talk about the value you've gotten from here and then share with that your link that was sent to you via email, that your affiliate link. You can make some sales. Some people might want to join the program. If you believe more people should join this program to get insights into these things, let me see it in the comment section that yes, more people should come. More people should come. If you feel more people should come. So why I mentioned that is that there's just so much you can talk on this call. In fact, we are already 1 hour 7 minutes into the call, and we have just about 23 more minutes to go. I want to take question and answers. Okay, so we have question and answers. Yes, the seller link, that's what I'm talking about. We have question and answers to go, so we can just talk so much. And even a lot of people, I mean 1,000 people, 2,000 people registered for this training. We only have a few hundreds that join the live sessions. The result that you are in need of, the results that you are in need of are embedded not just in hearing them, but in being able to them. You can join either the community. In the community, what we have there is that all the sessions we have, you get them compiled in like ebooks, and then we'll be sharing them with you. We'll share that ebook with you. So some of you that were not able to join you get to see the ebook of all these sessions of these 7 days, of all these 7 days. Sorry. So you get the session of all these 7 days in ebook, in an ebook format that you can read, also audio format that you can listen to while on the road, so that you listen over and over again, and then the clarity you need for yourself you can easily get. You just need to get them over and over again in your head. So you can join the community. Let me put up the link now. That's the community link for just $35 or 3,000 naira for Nigerians. Or I believe Fabio shared with you the link yesterday. So please, we are talking about how do you spell authority. The point is, in short, just to cut the long story short of that number 3 level, in your feed, another way, not even another way, as you're going about the processes about your feed, in your feed, have it in mind to put a book out there. And let me give you a good scenario. Nobody knew, well, only the people in Ben Carson's network knew Ben Carson to be a very good surgeon. But when he published the book he published, Gifted Hands, and the series of books that came out after that, he got himself so many awards, so many recognitions, so many offers to even join companies. All right. So many, he increased his economic opportunity as a result of the books that he eventually published. So, yes, as you are trying to build this viral authority and establishing yourself as a viral authority, we'll be talking more in total into how to use LinkedIn, especially because LinkedIn is, out of all other social media. I'm not saying you should go out of all other social media. For me, you'll soon be seeing me on TikTok. I already have something in mind for TikTok. On Instagram, there's something in plan for it. But especially LinkedIn, we feel like, not like I feel like in terms of professionalism, LinkedIn is a place you want to build thought leadership in, that is directly proportional to being recognized as a viral authority, really. So, and that is why I'm really, really big on LinkedIn. And we'll be talking more advanced into how to actually expand your your reach on LinkedIn, your visibility on LinkedIn in day 5. But tomorrow, we'll be talking about how to structure, because it is not just building a lot of people to know about you. You need to be able to have structures in place. So tomorrow we'll be talking about creating offers, how to attract the masses, how to
Okay.
attract those that have medium, they're like the middle class people, then how to attract the people that are rich, have premium offers, how to go from that low end to the high end right there. So, and that is what we'll be talking about tomorrow, in irresistible offers. So you want to work on that. But the point what I'm saying is that Ben Carson, back in those days, in the 90s, only people that were within the John Hopkins Hospital knew that he was a great doctor. But when he published his book, everybody in the world felt that there was no doctor. In fact, the reason some of you studied medicine was because you read Ben Carson's book. Am I correct or am I lying? So please, as you're working towards building viral authority, have it at the back of your mind to become an author. When you join the Liberation Implementation Program, I'll be holding you up on how you can actually follow through the process. Because to be very honest, as a book publisher myself with Go Local Diaries is a company I founded, you know, in 2022 January. Book publishing is very, very expensive, but there are sequences for you to follow. You build it, it has to be strategic. When you join the liberation implementation program, the strategy involved that sets you, number one, to becoming a viral authority and eventually becoming, an author in your field. We'll walk you through those process, and that is what we are really intentional about. You don't just get to make the money on the side, you also get to build the existentiality of value for yourself. That is something that is you are able to use long term. So I'm putting it up again. You want to join, go to seller.co, selar.co is on the screen, slash liberation implementation. Just join. It's $35. By the 25th of this month, after our last session together, it is going to be $55. You want to join in as fast as possible. Gather all these funds. Is very, very small. Looking at what will be helping you to build every day for 30 days in December. Then for those that feel like they don't want to join implementation yet, join the community. We'll be having live sessions every single day in the community. I say every single day, not that. Like, we'll be having live sessions with the top leaders that you feel on LinkedIn across board. We'll be bringing them to the community to talk with you, share with you insights every month. Every month, the community, like, you have 1 year access to the community, Telegram community. You have recordings of this session that are mastered. The ebooks also, all designed to, and we'll also be having more sessions. And this session is actually Liberation Conference Cohort 1. And remember that this Liberation Conference is actually a certification conference. So a lot of you that do your assignment every single day, a lot of you that do your assignment every single day, you'll be getting certified at the end of the conference. All right, I can't wait. If you can't wait to be certified, let me see your wave in the comment section. If you can't wait to be certified, let me see your wave in the comment section. So now I'll be bringing Clinton on board. I'm done with my session. If you were blessed by this session, let me see it in the comment section that also my liberation has come. My liberation has come. Somebody say my liberation has come. If you were truly blessed, If you're sure that you didn't waste your time on this session, let me say into the comment section. Hi Clinton, how you doing?
Is it possible? Can you guys hear me? All right. So I'm sorry. I'm always having little issues with my audio. I'm still working on that, right? But let me quickly tell you guys what I have to say before we go into the question session, right? So, like I said, everything that Denu has said is valid, right? I've tried these things myself. These principles have worked for me, and I believe they are going to work for you too. Okay, so I want to cement what he said with a few things. You know, a lot of people, sorry, a lot of people are on LinkedIn and they are mistaking what authority means for influencing, right? Let me differentiate these two things for you, right? Influencers, they follow trends, right? They what they do is gather followers, right? They just gather followers and try to sell for brands and all that. But thought leaders, authorities, they build trends, right? And they get fans. Now, there's a difference between fans and followers, right? Followers do not give you their money, but fans are the people that buy. Followers do not buy, fans buy. It is fans that will pay you money, whatever it is that you are doing. So you want to gather fans. You don't want to gather just followers. And how do you gather fans? By being an authority, right? By differentiating yourself from every other person in your niche, in your industry. Like you need to be different. You need to position yourself as someone that's an expert, as someone that knows what they are doing. Okay, let me give you a funny tip, right? Many people do not know this, but you do not need to be the number one person in the world in your niche. You do not need to be have a PhD. You do not need to be such an expert for you to build an authority. There are principles to building authority, and it starts first from the way you position yourself, the way you position your personal brand, right? The kind of content you put out there, right? The way you brand yourself, right? These things are what make you an authority. And like I said, you want to be a thought leader. You don't just want to come and be putting generic stuff out there. You don't just want to come and be talking about LinkedIn this, LinkedIn that everywhere. You really want to dig deep, take out things that are already in your niche. Because whatever niche that you are, people have done things already. People have they have defined, they've invented different styles, different formulas of doing things, right? You can do this too, but you do not have to spend all your time doing that. What you have to do is take these things, refine them, make them your own, put them out there, right? Like I said, take things that are already there waiting for you, things that have been done already. You take them, you pass them inside of you, eat them up, you regurgitate them, right? You put them out in your own way. They have to be yours so that when people read them, it sounds like they've never heard it before. If you have been following my content, you see that my content sounds a bit different. If you follow my content, I want to see you say it in the comments, in chat box. If you have read my content before, right? I want to say it in the chat box because I want to say something very special here, right? Because when it comes to content creation, people will follow you, not just follow you, rather, people will take action. People will be loyal to you based on how your content makes them feel, right? If your content is not sounding original, if it's sounding so generic, like what Ahmed is going to say, what Caro is going to say, right? People are not going to really look at you as a thought leader. What's a thought leader in the first place? Right? It's somebody that comes and say things that people are not really talking about out there. People that come and say things that change perspective, right? Look at it, thought and leader. And for you to be an authority, you need to be a thought leader. You need to say things that people do not know about. You need to bring new systems to your followers, right? To your fans. You need to come and show them things that they don't know about. You need to come and change their perspective. You need to come and teach them and impact them. If you want to be an authority, you need to be able to influence people the right way, not just by getting gigs and talking about do this for this, and this company has something, try to sell products for companies, right? But actually impacting people the right way. Right now, like I said, you don't just want to be an influencer, you want to be a thought leader. Because if you're an influencer, it will be hard for you to sell. You'll be following trends that other people are setting. You might have 100,000 followers, right? But you are just an influencer. You want to be a thought leader. You want to be a thought leader. So we're going to be teaching you how to be a thought leader in the part two of becoming a viral authority. So I just want to cement whatever Deno has said. Like I said, they are the principles. In this conference, we don't just want to give you knowledge. We don't just want to give you knowledge, right? We want to give you principles, the fundamentals that will help you understand this thing to the core. Because most times, what I've seen on LinkedIn, in master classes and all this, people do not really give you the deep root of these principles. And if you do not know it, you are going home with just half baked knowledge. Having half-baked knowledge does not do anything for you. So we want to give you the principles, the fundamentals, build on top it, right? Give you what is raining again, so that when you are going to go and sit down, when you want to start implementing these things, you are grounded in it very well, right? You will not need to be lost, because we don't want you guys to be lost. That is also why we have created the community. We have created also the liberation implementation. I want you guys, if you cannot join the implementation, try and join the community. We have a lot on ground for you people, especially those that are joining the implementation program. I and Deno are personally going to hold you by the hands, right? We are going to show you how to win, right? We are going to show you how to get this thing right, how not to just make money, how to become an authority, how to differentiate yourself from every other person out there, how to differentiate yourself from the noise, how to speak and people listen, people follow you, right? How to say things and these words, they become live in people's head, in people's minds, right? We are going to teach you all these things, these secrets. So please do not miss any session. This is day 3. We still have day 4, day 5, day 6, and day 7. Okay, you don't want to miss anyone. Tomorrow I'm going to be taking stage. Deno has been teaching you guys for the past 3 days. Tomorrow I'm coming to pour into you live how to be a world class closer, right? How to have the mindset to call any price, to call what you are valued. Okay, so if you have gotten value today, if you have eaten value today, please let me know. Write value. I want to see value everywhere. I want to see value everywhere in the chat box. Tell us that we are getting value from us. This is what's going to keep us, invigorated. This one's going to keep us hungry for to give you guys more. Okay, so let me see value. I want to see value everywhere. Write value. I want to know that you guys are gaining value, right? Yes, yes, it's coming in. It's coming in. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Will's Beauty World. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. So, like I said, if you don't want to wait till the ending of day 7, because when we get to day 7, the price of the community is going up to 5,000 naira or $5, right? The price of the community is going up to 55,000 naira. This is almost 20,000 naira difference. If you get it now for the implementation and get it for the 5,000 naira, but if you wait to the end of the session of the 7 days masterclass, the end of the conference, you're going to be getting it with an extra 20,000 naira. So you already know that all you have to do is try and sell, put out your affiliate links out there. You guys are doing amazing. I'm seeing your content. I'm commenting. I'm liking most of your content, but you can do more. I want to see you guys do more. I want to see you guys pour emotions into these things, right? I'm seeing Becca say she reads my content. I read your content too, Becca. You're amazing, right? So I want to see you guys structure this thing. Okay, you know what's going to happen tomorrow? Part of what I'm going to do is show you how to just describe your content. This thing is for people that are going to join the implementation program and community, right? But I'll still give you guys a little tip of how to structure your content from the beginning to the end so that people follow you from the hook to the call to action, right? So that they are going to be able to take action. Because if you cannot make people to take action, nobody's going to click on your link. So please try and come for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be filled with fire. Like I'm coming with fire in my eyes. Come and pour it on you guys, right? So thank you for coming today. Now we want to start taking questions. If you have any questions, please start writing your questions in the chat box. I want to see questions. We want to answer questions so that we can let you guys go. We're already up to 1 hour 30 minutes, so we don't want to take too much of your time. I respect your time a lot, right? Just the way you respect ours. So just put your question in the chat box so we can start answering the question. Yeah, thank you so much. I know I'm seeing the comments. Yeah, choo choo. Barnabas, you're amazing. Joy, you're amazing. Samson, you're amazing. Right? You guys are amazing. So just give us your questions. I believe you guys have questions for us so that we can answer and let you guys go for today. It's been a value packed session, just like the other two. Tomorrow is going to be filled with double the amount of value that has been dropped here. Okay? You guys are amazing. Don't miss tomorrow for nothing. Don't miss tomorrow for nothing. I repeat myself. Do not miss tomorrow for nothing. Okay? That's good. So please drop your questions so we can start answering them. Can you say any questions?
I. That was a lot of. Woo! So please, how do we join the community? Muritala, favor just put it on the group right now. I can see that she just put it on the group that you can join the community with the link in the group. So check out the group. She puts the link there. Check out the group. Once you make your payments, you get to be automatically added to the community, and favor is not even involved this time around. So check out the community. That is, check out the group, the Liberation WhatsApp groups. I don't know which one you are in, but I believe there are two groups. There are two groups. So check out any one of them which you are in, and then how do I go about these certifications? I thought it would just be the knowledge we have about the thing. Okay, for the certification Liberation conference is giving out there. I want you to know that I want you to know that the certification is based off, the assignment. The three assignments is practically the same thing. All the days assignments are the same, but the thing is, okay, let me first answer. The thing is, you for day 3 you talk about what you've learned, use your link that you already have in your email, and then post about it. Use a good picture of you. Don't worry on the on day 5 we'll be talking more about storytelling and content marketing, how you can utilize it very well. I've been seeing a lot of content that you guys have been rolling out, you millionaires have been rolling out, like Favor Call You. I've been seeing a lot of those contents you've been rolling out, and I'm like, okay, you can do better, but we have to start. If you do not start, you cannot do better. So continue putting out those contents, continue putting out those posts. They they will be doing so. Or okay, I have set up my seller account. How do I proceed to start selling? Really, uh all you just need to do is to copy your affiliate link, Aisha. Copy your affiliate link on seller and do your assignment. So for the certification that Beauty World is asking about, Favor will be sending out a Google Forms at the end of the conference. And in the Google Forms, there will be details of how many posts did you make. If you did not make up to 7 posts, you might not be giving your certificate. So please, that is why it is very, very important for you to do your assignments. And then, in fact, she's going to be requesting for the links to the post you make. You are not interested in necessarily the visibility of the post. You are interested in the fact that you did the due diligence, because the truth about these things is that for you to get results, you need to pay attention. So if you do not pay attention to little things, if you do not pay attention to details, you will not get the results we need you to get. So, and that was why we had to come up with the certification part of the conference. So when you put in your all to this and you do the needed thing required of you, you get the certification, and then definitely you can put it. In fact, I'm just looking at how bulky it is going to be. I'm thinking that if it is possible, myself and Clinton is going to have to be recommending everyone that this person was someone that we mentored in the Liberation Conference. So I'm going to be dropping your first recommendations for you on LinkedIn. I was thinking of that, but I don't know how taxing is going to be. But probably for the first 100 people that are intentional about their assignments, we are going to be doing that. Clinton, I think we are game on that. So we'll be doing that for about 100 people. Okay, okay. Let me bring you up stage. So Clinton wants to answer Martha's question. Let me bring Martha's question up stage. Martha, where are you? Where's your question?
Matter bless.
Martha, blessing.
As a newbie who hasn't got any experience.
Okay, I've seen the question. So let me go off.
All right, so Martha, you said as a newbie who hasn't got any experience to showcase, what kind of content should be dished up? Okay, so here's the thing, Martha. You're a newbie, right? It's just what you are right now. But I believe that you are learning something at this point in time. You have either a course you are studying, right? I don't know if it's copywriting, I do not know if it's graphic designing rather, but you are learning something. So this is what you do. For everything that you learn, to ensure that this thing sticks to you, right? Try and create content out of every new thing that you learn. So when you learn something, create content about it, right? The more you do this, the more it sticks to you, because when you teach what you know it times two. So when you learn something, try your possible best to create content around it. So that's going to help you. That's going to help you to start building ground. It's going to help you to start, showing people that you are good at what you are doing, right? It helps you to attract the right audience. It helps you to attract people that need that information, because you think that you're a newbie, right? But if you learn something today, there's so many people out there that may not know that thing, but your ability to create content around it and put it out there, you're helping people. You're also giving them knowledge, right? So it's going to help you to become a thought leader too. So I'm seeing, Samson's question. Samson said, Denu mentioned earlier that you shouldn't be shaking in your area of expertise. What of we that have been carried away by trends? Samson, we just when I came on stage, I said that you should not be followed by, you should not let trends shaking you. You need to know what you are doing, right? Don't, because everybody's posting about LinkedIn doesn't mean you should go and be posting about LinkedIn, right? Like I said, influencers are following trends. Influencers, if you're on Instagram, if you're on TikTok, you see that there are some specific people that have so many followers. It's the newest thing that comes out that they are doing, the newest challenge, newest whatever it is. They're always jumping on it, right? Because those kind of things get them more views. You should not be doing that. You're not looking for for so much impression, except it is impression you want to be doing. If you know that you just want to be an influencer, right? You just want to get followers, you just want to get engagement. That's your cup of tea. But I will not advise that, right? As a monetization coach, I'll tell you that what you really want is money, right? We're here to teach you how to make money. So if you want to make money, you need to stick to what you do. If the whole world is talking about LinkedIn, right? Talk about what you are doing. Stand out from the noise. This is when you stand out from the noise that people notice you. Don't be shaken by trends. Do not be shaken by trends. I repeat, do not be shaken by trends. You need to stand out from the noise. You need to stick to what you do best. The more you stick to it, the more consistent you are delivering what you know how to deliver best, the more people begin to know you, the more you begin to position yourself as an authority, the more you begin to get the results that you want. Okay. So please do not be shaken by trends. So I'm saying, okay, Patrick is saying, in regards to the assignment making a post on LinkedIn, anytime I make a post, it doesn't go through. It shows weight, but doesn't go through. I I I, I can't really say what the problem is, Patrick. Right? I don't know if it's a video post you're trying to make because I used to have some issues in the past when I make video posts. But if it's a text post, I don't I don't know what that problem is. Why don't you try and do it again? Most people are not having that issue. So please try and do it again. But this is what you do. Please, everybody listening to me, do not put the link in your post. Do not put the link in your post. If you put the link, your affiliate link in your post, right? LinkedIn is going to reduce the impressions, it's going to reduce the reach. So to even make the link look better, you can shorten your affiliate link, right? You can shorten it by going to bit.ly, right? Try and shorten the link so it can be easy for people to see. Okay. Okay. Sadon to say it touch was an initial maximum of 5 posts. It's 7 posts, my friend. It's 7 posts. All right.
I just realized I was muted. Paul, I want to take your question. Can you please explain how you metamorphose from a mental health advocate to a personal finance coach without getting confused about who I really am? That's a whole lot. The funny thing is that I'm still a mental health advocate and I'm still advocating for mental health. And when I'm saying I'm advocating for mental health, I do not intend to say, oh, I'm advocating that people should not try to that depression is real. I Yes, all those things they are real, but I don't stay there. You know, I'm advocating that yes, we know that all of those things are happening. Get up and walk. That is my own advocacy, right? But I think I need to talk about niching down. One good thing about life is that you need to start up the journey before you get things done. Before you get sometimes you might need to start the journey, the process of the journey before you get the clarity of that journey. For me, I've been in this industry. I've been in book publishing. I am in book publishing. I tell people that you need to publish books to be able to increase your economic opportunities. You need to build viral authority. I tell people that you need to manage your personal finance. You need to be intentional about your finance because money is a designatory that connects everybody in the world. Because every morning we wake up in the morning and we are thinking, oh, how much am I spending on transportation today? You get so do you realize that recently, it was of recent vintage that I realized that I am in the niche that is called wealth creation. There are three niches, and I'm not supposed to even talk about this. This is something that is meant for the people that are joining the liberation implementation because I want to personally walk them through what is called the 7 P's, the 7 P's of of turning profiles to profit. All right, I'm going to be walking them through the 7 P's of turning profiles to profit, but I'm going to just share I'm going to just share here, right? What those 7 P's are. The first P is number one, purpose. Purpose. Purpose is what you need to find, not necessarily your niche. All right. And purpose is simple. Purpose is just the fact that you know you need to provide for your family. You know you need to provide for yourself. And the fact that God created you into the world to do something. That is purpose. All right. Though there's an extensive part of it. And those that are joining the Liberation Implementation Program, that are joining the early bet, early bet is what is $35. Those that join in late, you'll be joining for $55. And the funny thing is that if you don't join in before December the 1st, you are going to be joining in for $80. So you want to take action as fast as possible. So purpose is the first seven, is the first P. Purpose. Find purpose. So I found purpose. What is the purpose? I realized that in 2020, actually it started from 2018, when there was a pandemonium kind of system that was thrown into my reality. I began to question some things. I went into existential crisis. I began to question some things that I was living with initially. So, and that was what triggered the purpose. It was as it triggered it, I realized that number two, I'm the firstborn of the family. I have three sisters, this and that. So all of those things started building up. Then I went into beautiful, beautiful. Then I went into, you see what favor is doing right there. So I went into some little work, and then I began to do some things, and I realized that mental health, that people, but in terms of being a mental health advocate, what I was advocating for was intentionality. That yes, we understand that we are surrounded by a lot of realities that are not connecting to themselves, but the truth is we need to just braid ourselves up. We need to brace ourselves up and get ourselves doing a number of things uh that makes us crazy. And that is even where Go Local Diaries came from, that you want to do things outside of the norm. That norm, people are expecting that someone that believes and that is advocating for mental health, the person should be saying that, depressed persons, be kind with them. Yes, I sometimes see all of that, but the truth is those depressed persons need to break themselves up and say, go, bro, I need to do something that is not even expected of me to do because of this societal classification. So for me, I say yes, we understand, we recognize that these things are there, but yes, the fact that these things are there, we recognizing them is not enough. We cannot stay at them, so we have to just level up. So I say people should go level up. I say people should be stoic. I say people should be audacious. I say people should get up, rise up, and get things done. All right. And that was what I was doing in mental health advocacy. So it was a process, and on the process, I that was how book I had to go into book publishing. I founded my company, Go Local Diaries, and in fact the company is titled Go Crazy. You don't want to do something that normal people do. If you want to get the result that are outstanding in this world, you have to go outside of what normal people do, and that is necessarily worth it. So I continue the journey. The second P that I'm sharing at the Liberation Implementation Program, we'll be talking about it extensively. I'll be holding people's hand, myself and Clinton, to walk through this process. A little bit of it you'll be getting from tomorrow. That is why you don't want to miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the banger. Only Clinton is going to be dissecting tomorrow. I'll be coming in at the end of the session to just take questions and answers. So you don't want to miss tomorrow. And the second P is person. Person. You see that we did a little bit of person today. We said, oh, who are you? What is your name? Those questions. We'll be answering it deeply. We'll find out who you are, how you can find out who you are. Then the next P, closely tied to person, is your profile. Your profile. Your profile. What have you done? Who have you done those things for? Me, I shared the story of how I sold knockout back in the day. How I was doing a little personal financial, and there we did contributions. I was the manager of the contributions. I was the one that was going to meet people that say, bring your money together. Let us put funds together. Let us do things together. I was the one in control. I also joined the system. I was That was capacity building. You realize the capacity building you've done in time past. That is profile. Then after profile, the next thing to profile is positioning. A lot of people do not know this. They miss out on it. And when you miss out on things, you get to lose them. You get to lose those things. The next thing is positioning. That's number 4. I'm trying to get. I think I'm getting a little bit of forgetting some of those things. But let me get my book, because I have a big book. See my book here. You can see. I write these things down. A lot of works that have been put into yes. So the next thing is positioning. After positioning, the next thing is, yes, after positioning, in fact, closely tied to there are three things that are closely tied together after positioning, or not even after position, together with positioning. There is pricing per persona. You remember? Clinton remembers. We'll be talking a little bit about pricing per persona tomorrow. Pricing per persona. You need to be able to drive revenue from the masses, drive revenue from the middle class, drive revenue from the rich. We'll be talking about this in detail in the Liberation Implementation Program. And that is why I'm quite confident that a lot of people that are joining the Liberation Implementation Program with their initial investment of $55, when they implement, you can see how favor is holding you even in this conference. Now think of myself and Clinton holding you to get results in the Liberation Implementation Program. When they implement the things we are saying, you'll be making more than thousands, more than $1,000. And that is why we said go beyond liberation to implementation and make more than $1,000. That is the target. So there's pricing per persona. So after pricing per persona, we'll now talk about publicity. So all these things, those three things, positioning, pricing per persona, and publicity, they are closely tied. They are closely tied. You cannot separate one from the other, because you have to build structures for rolling investment. I'll come and answer your questions in. Then the last thing is profit. Profit. But you cannot talk about profit without talking about personal finance. So profit plus personal finance, because when you've made all the money, when you've made one, and that was why we initially started with money. So if you are joining the Liberation Implementation Program, it costs $35 right now to join. If you are joining on the 25th of this month, that is Saturday, you are going to be joining for $55. And you can see what we have in store for you. Is something that is going to be beyond liberation. Liberation is just like, oh, you never knew these things before, but now you know it. Liberation implementation is, I don't just know it, I am doing it. You get what I'm saying? So now back to your question. I said I started with something. I started this journey just because I realized that I needed to be a provider. So when I got that realization, I was doing a couple of things, volunteering. And this is why, if you're a student on this call, make sure you make yourself available for volunteering opportunities as you have the opportunity and time to do so. Because embedded in these opportunities are what's the word now? Nuances of your purpose all tied together that will communicate, that will be radiating to your soul. All right. I had a friend of mine who went on a voluntary. She even paid. She paid about $1 million to go to Rwanda to just to volunteer. Now, if you know what this girl commands, the results she commands for herself. When you give yourself, and that is one of the reasons you don't want to miss out on day 6, because in day 6 I'll be showing you how to build relevant professional relationships with people. And it is when you go outside of your local area network, when you go outside of the area network you are commanding, that is when nuances of your purpose, you'll be getting radiations. There are radiations to your ears, and you'll be connecting very, very well. So I was all out. As at last month, if you ask me, Denu, which niche are you in? Sometimes I will say book publishing, sometimes I will say personal finance, because I did not know, honestly. But I was doing, and you see the energy when you wake me up today. Let me come, and if you bring me to United Nations, I will tell these things, I will share these things, and I will share them confidently, and people will be liberated about personal finance. Or they told me to talk about book publishing, they are going to, even if president of the world join, they are going to get value that they never learned of before, because I didn't learn this thing just on Google. In fact, Google was just on the side. It was when I did not understand the big Englishes of what was in my mind that I went to Google. All right. So I was on the road. I started, because purpose is not defined by the clarity before the journey. Purpose most of the time is the clarity as the journey, after the journey has begun. And that was how my own was. So about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I was going for a speaking engagement I was invited for. And it was as I was in my Uber that I had the nuance communicated to me, and I was like, I am in the field and in the niche of wealth creation. And it was three things. Number one, I I I position people for prosperity. That is by making them viral authorities. What I do, and that's what we do at Goloko Diaries. So what I do by making you a viral authority, just like Muritala Bello said, is that I'm increasing your economic opportunities. That is me positioning you for prosperity. I was like, wow, I didn't see it in this light before. Then the second thing that came to me was that I help people practice prosperity. Remember what we did day before yesterday? I said, you don't wait for your dream to happen before you start living your dream. I said, you start living your dream before your dream gets to happen. And this is how you, when you start living your dream, you attract your dream more to you. I was now like, yes, people want to become wealthy. They need to start practicing the foundational principles and even go beyond that of wealth, of what those wealthy people do. You need to start living the principles that wealthy people live, even right when they are in penury. I was like, yes, I make people, I hold them accountable to practicing prosperity. That's the second thing. Then the third thing for me was that I preach prosperity. It is possible. I'm talking about it here. I knew where I started from. I knew how what financial resources I commanded. I know what financial resources I'm commanding right now. And so it is all inclusive. Now, you can call me a personal financial coach. That is your problem. You can call me a mental health advocate, whichever, wherever you engage me from. But what I know is that I'm in the wealth creation field, in the wealth creation niche. And then what I'm doing, my life's purpose and my niche is that I'm helping people to go into their mind, realize the value that they command, and make prosperity out of that. All right. Are we blessed? Are we blessed? If you were blessed by this story I just shared, if you've gotten some clarity by this story I just said, let me see in the comment section that your liberation, my liberation has come. My liberation has come. Beautiful. So please, to for you to join liberation implementation, you see the link on the comment section in on your screen. I believe I've answered you, Paul. If I've answered you, please let me see that. I think I've lost these people. Paul, are you there? My liberation has come. Where are these people? They have gone. Okay, that's all right. So join the liberation community. More we'll be having live sessions every month, maybe twice in a month. Yes. And then there's a lot for you embedded in liberation community. I mean, you want to be hearing these things over and again. You want to be hearing this thing over and again, over and again. The people you give yourself to, you can see that this has been very, very vulnerable. We are not hiding to you. We are not trying to say, oh, we are not even asking you to necessarily patronize us. All the things we have said here, you can go, if you're in Pakistan, you can go and implement this thing in Pakistan and you begin to get results. You want to immerse yourself in people, in voices that matter and make you see that the dreams that you have are legit. All right, and they are not just legit, that you can actually work towards it. And if you see that, I've not told you that, oh, the only thing you can do in life is becoming a technical writer. I understand that, yes, you can generate income by being a technical writer, but please, you might not necessarily need to go the way of technical writing to generate your own prosperity, isn't it? Have validated the fact that you are a valuable person in this world and you are a valuable person. That is something very, very important. If a teaching, a training, or a training session or a program is designed in such a way that the things that God has put in your hands to do are are made of non-effect, it's as if those things are nothing to be regarded with. That training session is a training session that is empowered to steal from you, to be very honest, with you. But if a training session is making you realize that yes, your own dreams are valuable enough, that you can make something out of who you are without necessarily trying to become like Denu, that is what you want to, that is you want to give yourself, you want to begin to listen to these things that empower you to become the very best version of yourself. Join the liberation community. You get access to a lot of empowerment programs that we have in our schedule. Join the liberation implementation program. I'll be holding you accountable and Clinton too, to getting results in this month of December. While people are waiting to party, you are making the money for the party. Somebody say hallelujah. My liberation have come if you have believed it. So uh Favor is going to be reaching out to you via DMs today. Make sure you check out for our message before 12 midnight Nigerian time, West African time. She's going to be reaching out to you, and it's going to be a lot of value. Make sure you hop in on these giveaways that we currently have before 25th, so that you are able to make decisions and get in, secure your slots, and then that will be done. So we have come to the end of today's session. Don't forget tomorrow. Invite your friends. Go and do your assignment right away. Don't procrastinate things. It is important for you to do them right now. I should bring your sleep. Okay. So that'll be all from me. Tomorrow is going to be choo choo, choo choo. So much value. Let me show you what you'll be learning again before we go. Let me show you tomorrow. There. Day 4. Crafting and pricing irresistible offers. Number one, understanding pricing per personnel. That what I mentioned, that we'll be talking in detail in the liberation implementation program. Why you need to approach the market with a three-layered value proposition and create different offers for your audience based on what they need and want. That's number one. That's what you'll be learning first. The second thing is that qualifications of prospects, so you know which offer fits each of them. Then number three, how to lead the conversation and right questions to ask in the discovery call to get important information. Then number four, how to hold the right frame to ensure you close them while negotiating. Negotiation is also a skill. Number five, how to come up with irresistible result-based offers. For example, by stacking up solutions and value. When you join liberation implementation program, is the result-based program. You will definitely get result. It is impossible for you not to get result. Then number six, how to prove this offer based on the prospect possession power and results they want. All right. So then questions and answer. You don't want to miss this session. You don't want to miss this session. So that will be all for the day. It was so awesome discussing with you all. I celebrate your intentionality joining every day. I celebrate the time you're spending, the data you're expending. It is also intentional. It shows that you're a very, very detailed person, and I'm so ascertained that your liberation is here. And glory to God for that. So we thank God and we thank Jesus Christ for the privilege of this opportunity. And as we go right now, we pray we go to live our liberation. God bless you all. I can't wait to see you on the flip side. Expect to hear from Favor tonight. She's going to be in your DMs. Make sure. So give yourself a round of applause, somebody. Bye.